I wonder if it will do MC. We're gonna find out. Welcome back to my channel. So today I got a good one for you. I've already visited a Klein stapler manual. So today we're gonna talk about the DeWalt stapler. Now I just bought this, literally pulled out of the box about a week ago, and I've not used it at all. There's never been a battery on here. I've never used it. This will be the first ever for me using a stapler like this. So I've decided, before we go into this video, let's just go ahead and knock out a little story section. Now, if you don't like the story I'm gonna tell you, hey, drop it down in the description. There's gonna be a timestamp. You can bypass this whole entire little story time. So, I wanted one of these bad. Ever since the beginning of last year, so beginning of 2023, I've been seeing these staplers come out. Now, never really seen anybody do a DeWalt stapler video at that time. I saw all the Milwaukee ones, and I'm not a huge fan of Milwaukee, but I'm not one of those people who can't stand Milwaukee, because red is my favorite color. And I decided, you know, let me watch these videos to see what I thought was good. So I watched one, I believe it was a Sparky channel. I think it was him. He used, eventually, a Milwaukee versus a DeWalt to see what the difference is. And I watched all the videos on YouTube, and I say all of them because I did. And I really thought, which one do I want the most? Now, the Milwaukee has a lot of great features from what I saw. The DeWalt, you know, it kind of lacks just a little bit, but the main reason why I thought the DeWalt might be a little bit better was because of the simple fact of this right here. Please tell me in the comments, if you're watching the story part, if I'm wrong. But right here, this part right here, where the Romex sits in, is deeper than the Milwaukee. Now, I do know that this does not staple as hard, according to the videos I watched, like the Milwaukee does. Is that a big deal breaker for me? I don't know. I have a staple video, so, you know, just with hand staples. So I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I will have to see with my own eyes and my own using this here in a few minutes if I think it's a good staple, or do I need to send it back? Because, you know, I've only had it for about a week and a half, and I'm okay not keeping it if it's what I don't think it's going to be good. Now, I also bought the staples with it, and we're going to load this thing up and we're going to start stapling. Let's go ahead and load this sucker up. Let's move right on here to this piece of wood over, actually on this side. We're going to turn the camera over here, and I'm going to show you what it looks like after I staple this up. Like I said, I don't know how this is going to be because I've never used them, so let's get started. So I decided to back up and punt just a little bit because I do want to read some of the stuff to you, because I think it may be important, because actually, thinking back to when I was watching this, it was important to me to know this. So we're going to talk about the specifications real quick about this. I'm going to read it right off the back of this box. The shots per charge is about 1,600, so 1,600 supposedly. And I don't know what battery that's going off of, but it says here, it doesn't say here. So, all right, the tool height is 12 inches high. The tool length is 7.5 inches. Tool width is 3 inches. And the tool weight is 4.8 pounds. Now, that was another deciding factor with the weight. I'm not a big fan or a big complainer about is something too heavy or not, but you got to think about it. If you're stapling a lot, could be an issue. 4.8 pounds to me is really nothing. Now, that is without the battery. So when you put a battery on there, obviously it's going to increase the weight a little bit. So I do find it hard to believe that the tool length is only 7.5 inches. So we're going to measure that because it looks a lot longer to me. All right, I think I figured it out. It's not talking about this way, the length. It's talking about when you depress this nose cone, that's right at about 7.5 inches. You should be able to see the measure on that side. So it's 8 inches when it's non-depressed. So you can think when you push it in here, you know, it's going to be lined up with this piece right here on the back. So that's about right. It's about 7.5 inches, and it's about 3 inches wide, as you can see. So it's not really talking so much about this, but anyway, let's go ahead and put a battery on here. Let's load this thing up. I suggest, and I don't know, but I'm gonna suggest that you leave the battery off while you're loading it. I don't know if it'll hurt anything or not, but and always, I can't stress it enough, pull the trigger and make sure that there's no stored energy in there, because if you've watched my Ego lawnmower video, you'll see why you need to make sure you pull the trigger and make sure that all the power is gone, because, well, watch that video, you'll see why. And what will it staple? How many wires? So, reading straight from the manual, it says it'll do a single cable of 14.2 or double. a 14-3 single or double, a 12-2 single or double, 12-3 single and double, a 10-2, it'll do 2 of them stacked up, single and a double, and a 10-3, it'll only do 1. So we're going to try all this out and make sure. So it will not do 2 10-3s. So we need to keep that in mind. So other than that, we're pretty good. I wonder if it will do MC. We're going to find out. But let's go ahead and we're going to start with some 14-2, and then we'll hit the 14-3. I'm going to load it up, show you what it looks like when we load it. Then we're going to put a piece of 14-2 on this wall, 14-3. We'll stack them, and then we will also do the 10-2, 10-3, and a piece of MC, because a lot of people in the comments ask, will this do MC? And I don't know. So we're going to find out. If you're anything like me, you're not going to read the directions. You're just going to try to do your own thing. So the way to put the staples in, you push the button down, open it up. This is what the staples looks like. That's what a section of the staples look like. Flip the gun over, put it in. So it's going to look just like that. It's going to sit inside there. I'm only going to put one in there for now. We're going to close this up, put the battery on, move the camera around. We're going to start stapling. Okay, so normally we're not going to be stapling on the edge of a stud, but for this video we are. So we're going to put this right here. This is a 14-2, obviously, because it's white. We're going to see what happens here. We want to make sure we get it right in the middle of this. I'm not sticking my finger there. In the middle of this channel, so let's see what happens. Okay, there we go. It is loose. Almost falls out. Let's put 2 of them there. No, let's not. Let's just put one in there. Let's bring the camera over here and look at it. All right, so this is what it looks like. It's got a little play in it, which I don't think is a big problem, in my opinion. I really like the fact that it's insulated too. So I think it's okay. Double this up, and let's see what it looks like when we double it. All right, I'm just going to fold this thing over. So we'll put 2 14-2s beside each other. And let's see what happens. I'll be in the camera frame just for a second. All right, here we go. Ready? Let's see what it looks like. All right, once again, there we are. It's loose a little bit, but I like it. I really do like it. I think it's pretty legit. It didn't scar the wire anywhere. Let's pull it down and look. Nope. It doesn't leave any bend marks in the wire. Now that is from a previous wire, because obviously you can see this has been used. Let's see how stout it is if I pull it out. Oh yeah, it's in there good. There's a nut right there too. You better not say that again. All right, let's do it 14-3. Let's see what that does. We already know it's probably going to be okay, but without doing it, how are we going to know, right? So let's go ahead, put it on there. Pretty good. All right, let's fold it over and let's see. You can see before I do this, there's already a bunch of marks on there, so we can't assume that it's the stapler doing it. All right, let's go ahead, put it on there and see what happens. Let's do it up here. I'm gonna pull you over here closer. All right, here we are. Good, very good. Nothing you see. No marks anywhere on either side, except, you know, right down here where I showed you. I have this piece that is already used. Man alive, guys, I'm telling you what, this is pretty nice. All right, let's pull these staples out and let's do some 12-2s and 10-3s and so on and so forth. Okay, so you do know I have a staple shark, Racketeer staple shark. I'll leave a video below where you can see that, but these things are in there pretty good. So I don't have the staple shark with me today, but I mean, they're in there good. So honestly, I'm gonna say that it's pretty good. I like it so far, but you know, I don't pull a lot of 14 gauge wire except here in the school that I'm teaching. So my big thing is going to be the 12-2. Golly. And the 10 and the MC. So we're going to see how that goes, because that's going to be my deciding factor. 12-2. 1 12-2. Let's do it. Awesome. I'm not going to bring you down here. It's literally the exact same. let's double it up and see what happens. I will bring you for that one now. All right, so this one here, should I cut that piece off? This is probably going to be, put it right here and see what happens. Chew. Boom, baby. Nice. Very nice. Now, it is loose, so let's go ahead and address that. So the elephant in the room is, oh my gosh, it's so loose, because normally, if you watch any of my staple videos, you would see I make them just a little bit tighter than that. But when you get another staple here, and a staple here, so on and so forth, you know, the staples that you need to put in here per code, it's not going anywhere. It's literally not going to go anywhere. And I would much rather have no insulation being, you know, hit down and pushed with the chances of it arcing or anything. Of course, these are insulated, but still, I don't want to mess the insulation up. So, and I don't. That's why I use always insulated staples 99% of the time. So, yeah, pretty nice. Let's get a piece of tin now and see what happens. Here is a piece of tin 3. Let's go ahead and see if it'll do it, which I think it will, but we'll see. You don't know until you try and see. So let's see. Oop. Got to bring you down for this one. All right, there it is. Now it did touch it just a little bit, but didn't break anything. You see right there. It's still good. It didn't even pierce anything, so I think it's good. Now, let's do the MC. So I do have 12.2, 12.3, 10.2, and 10.3 MC. We're just gonna go straight for the gold, baby. This is 10.3 MC. I'm curious. If it'll do this, we will definitely know that it'll do the 12.2 with no questions asked. This is if anybody has ever used 10.3 MC, you would know it's pretty good size. So let's try that and see. Let's try that and see. I don't think it's gonna do it because it's awfully big. We're gonna find out right here, right now, all together. There is your answer. It's in there. Now, you see it's in there. It didn't screw up any of the corrugated pieces of MC here. Will it come out easy? Nope. I mean, it will, but, and you can see it right here. This is where it was right here. Nothing. Nothing at all right there. I hope you can definitely see there's nothing. And it's in there. So I guess the question is answered. Will it do MC? Oh yeah, it will do MC. If it'll do 10.3 MC, which is bigger than 12.2 MC, it'll definitely do the 12.2 MC with no problem. And you see right there, it didn't crush it, didn't do anything to it. But you see right there, no questions asked. It did it with no problems. So far, it's a good thing. I'm glad I bought it. Now, I will come back again whenever I decide. It's probably going to be, I have a job coming up, so it's probably going to be 6 months to a year or so before I actually give my final review. You will see this, again, guaranteed in another video with me using it somewhere on a job site because, like I said, this thing, you know, it's pretty amazing. And if you don't see that video with it in there, I may not specifically do, you know, this is the stapler, but you'll see it. I will leave little clips of me using it at the side jobs because I'm telling you what, this thing so far is amazing. I'm gonna leave it right here. If you do wanna see that staple puller video from Racketeers, I will leave the link down in my description. Also, I will leave how to staple Romex right here in the corner if you wanna see how that looks by hand because not a lot of people are gonna be able to afford this thing because it is expensive. I'll leave a link down below for this so you can definitely check it out if you decide to buy it. It'll help my channel grow. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day.